We'll take one good look at the kid in our next story, and you'll quickly realize there's something missing, something most would view as a necessity. But there is so much more to Tristan Bender than the physical attributes he carries. As Jason Andera explains, it's the unseen scars and the way he's handled the pain that accompanied them that have shaped this rural South Dakota farm kid into an incredibly inspiring individual.
Every Friday in the fall can be torture for Tristan Bender as he fights the anticipation of competing for his high school football team, the Hanson Beavers. The one thing that relieves his anguish is strapping on a football helmet and stepping on the field.
Just the feeling you get when you put that jersey on every Friday night and walk out on the field with your friends, and they call your name over the loudspeaker and you get to run in the middle of the field and you get to go out there and show the guys that you're better than them.
As every football player knows, the game plan doesn't always go as planned.
The doctor didn't expect it, nurses didn't expect it, and came out and holy crap. Heard a couple nurses go, oh, and we thought, what the heck's wrong?
On March 11th, 1996, what was wrong left Tristan's parents watching their newborn being taken into neonatal care.
And they took him over to the corner and they were cleaning him up, and finally they showed us as well, your baby's not complete.
Tristan didn't have a full right arm, something no one planned on.
We were shocked because in the ultrasounds that they took, we never saw it because it was on the other side of, he was laying different. So we only saw his left.
To the outside world, this might seem tragic, but Tristan's parents' plans on how to raise him didn't change.
Well, my wife, she was bawling and crying and, said, well, we'll love you just the same.
As Tristan grew up, he figured out how to use his physical difference to his advantage.
He was in the kiddie pool, and he was like maybe 5 or 6, if that old. Maybe he's even younger than that. Mother come by and said, say, my little girl, she just come running out of the pool. They won't go over the pool anymore. And she said, why? He says, because your son's over there. And one of the kids asked him what happened to his arm. He says, the alligator came out of the drain hole and bit it off. That's why he got a short arm. And they all scattered.
Sports brings the Bender family together. His older brothers, Patrick and Jacob, both played football on state championship teams. No one thought that Tristan's path would be any different.
What I really most liked about football, first off, was always watching my brothers play. I mean, they just looked like they had a blast. I mean, you get to go out there and you get to hit guys, and it just looked fun to me. I figured, why not?
His oldest sister, Sam, was an athlete too.
She played basketball and track, and she cheerleaded, and she had I think she got some kind of scholarship for cheerleading.
Tristan and Sam had that typical love-hate sibling relationship. What happened next shook Tristan at the core.
Just one night, sheriff was at the door at the priest, and it's kind of hard to get over the fact that you can't talk to your sister again.
Sam died in an automobile accident on June 10th, 2006.
Sam was really unexpected. No one ever saw her. I mean, she had a lot going for her. She had scholarships to SDSU. She was going into nursing, going to follow Mom's footsteps.
The game plan was altered once again. Tristan's mom was not only grieving the loss of Sam, she was in a fight for her own life. Then, a little more than a year later, Tristan's mom lost her battle with breast cancer.
It was always hard to understand at a young age, like, why did I have to lose my mom at such a young age, and why can't I have her growing up like everyone else does? Well, I don't know. It's hard to deal with.
He's had to deal with, not only just And I don't want to say physical limitations, but he's had to deal with that, all the other things that come along with that. And then at a young age, to have to deal with those two losses in a short period of time, those are pretty traumatic events.
That's how I try to stay positive, is thinking if my mom can be going through radiation therapy and still come home and smile at me and tell me that she loves me, why can't I go through every day with one arm?
This teenage farm kid speaks with wisdom beyond his years. Tristan's rare combination of fortitude and zeal give him a unique determination. But it's on the football field where Tristan finds his sanctuary. The junior has been in the starting lineup since he was a sophomore.
We've had competition for it. You know, it's not like it was just handed to him. It wasn't just given to him. He had to earn it, and he did earn it. And I think he's done. I've been very happy with the job he's done.
Tristan's job? Playing center. A job even he admits might be better suited for someone with two arms.
Yeah, it had occurred to me, like, I probably could do this a lot better with one arm, but I know my coach and I know how loud he can yell, and it's not like I'm about to tell him I can't do that job, so you better find a way to get your job done.
And especially when you think of it playing center. That can be a very difficult spot with somebody with one arm, and I think he's done a tremendous job.
I don't know, it's different from everyone else, because usually you got a guy with two arms coming at you, and you got to figure out how to block a 250-pound guy with one arm.
Number 18 isn't just another number on the roster, and he doesn't just play center. He's a leader.
I think he takes that whole responsibility very seriously. Trying to keep everybody on the same page.
Because the one thing that'll drag a team down worse than anything is a bad attitude. And the second you start hanging your head and you think the other team's already won, that's when you already lost. You need that leadership out there, and if you don't have that, that's when your team that's when you guys are doomed.
Sometimes life doesn't follow the game plan, but Tristan, armed with determination, refuses to be sidelined.
Everyone views me the same, and I mean, I don't expect them to view me any different.
Jason Andera joins us now, and Jason, you obviously had a chance to get to know Tristan a little bit here. Tell us what kind of guy he really is.
Well, my first impression of Tristan, we went to interview him. My producer and I got stuck on a gravel road outside his farm. We didn't know where we were. We were in the middle of the snow, so we call up Tristan. He comes with his truck, digs us out, and took a leadership role, and you could tell right then that this guy was something special.
All right, thanks a lot, Jason. Great story. All right, and that is our time here on Midco Sports Magazine. Thanks for watching. See you next time.